I'm gonna show you guys how to boost your FPS in the new Fortnite season with a bunch of optimizations. Okay, so first let's open up Epic Games Launcher. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna be doing is opening up all cores for Fortnite, basically forcing all your cores to work for your CPU. In your Epic Games Launcher, go into Fortnite. And in the three dots, you guys want to go into manage. You guys want to enable launch options, and you basically want to type in -NOSPLASH space use all available cores. I will have this command in the description for you guys to copy and paste. Super simple, just like that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be using is process lasso. Basically, we're going to be using this to configure Fortnite's priority mode. So go ahead and load up Fortnite and also have process lasso open. So once Fortnite is open in the background, you guys want to find Fortnite in process lasso. And over here in Fortnite client Win64, you guys want to right click that and click on CPU priority. Go into current and make sure it's on high. Now in power profile, you guys want to make sure it's on none. And then under in more, go into hard throttle, go into always, and make sure I have no throttle. And that should be it for process lasso. Just make sure to have process lasso open every time you're running Fortnite, since it is kind of like task manager where you guys can just mess around with its priority setting. All right, next thing we're going to be going into is the registry editor. So go ahead and go on your keyboard, Windows+R, type in reg edit, go into the HK local machine, go into software, go into the Microsoft. Now find Windows NT, should be over here. There we go. Go into the current version. Now go into multimedia, which is, you should see system profile. Open that up. Basically what you guys want to do is create a new D word value. You guys want to rename this into network throttling index. Once you have named that, now open it up and make sure to have hexadecimal set. Now in the value data, you guys want to type in 8F. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Press OK. And that should make your PC more responsive, especially for gaming. Now you should also see system responsiveness. Open that up, and you guys want to make sure to have the value set at 0. Now under system profile, you guys should see tasks. Open that up and go into games, and basically you guys want to create another D word value, rename it into GPU priority. Now open it up and go into hexadecimal once again and change the value data to 8. Now once again, create another D word value and name it to priority. Once again, open it up, make sure it's on hexadecimal, and change the value to 6. And that should be set for the registry editor. Alright, so next I'm just going to run through some stuff in my Discord server that should help you boost your FPS. My Discord will be linked in the description for you guys to join, and all the optimizations will be in the optimizations channel. Now one of the most important things that I first realized when optimizing my PC is how important the game user settings is. Over here in my Discord server, I have the game user settings for you guys to download. And basically once you downloaded that, go into Windows+R, type in %local app data %. Now scroll down from these bunch of files until you guys find Fortnite game. It is saved. Go into config, go into Windows client. You guys should be seeing game user settings over here. You guys can either drag and drop the new game user settings, or you guys just can completely delete this and just copy and paste this one from my Discord server. And as you guys can see in my Discord server, I also have a bunch of FPS packs for you guys to use, but basically just has a bunch of registry editor tweaks, a bunch of network tweaks, a bunch of FPS tweaks, a bunch of random stuff that will help boost your FPS. So make sure to join my Discord. It will be linked in the description where you guys can access all of these optimizations. Okay, so the next thing is a Windows settings that I recently found out from my Discord server. It's basically your core isolation settings. And basically you guys want to have this off, since it will reduce the amount of FPS stutters you get. It's not going to necessarily get you more FPS, but it's going to keep your FPS a lot more stable. It's definitely going to help with a lot of major FPS stutters. Now another Windows setting you should be using is your graphics setting. Basically you guys want to make Fortnite the high performance. You guys can simply do that by going into the browse and finding the Fortnite client Win64 shipping. Basically once you guys add that, you guys can change the graphics preference to high performance, which basically just prioritizes Fortnite's performance in reducing your graphics. And another thing you guys can do to reduce the appearance for more performance is changing the appearance and performance of Windows. So type in performance and you guys should see adjust the appearance and performance. Open that up. You guys could go 100% for the best performance, but a lot of your text is going to look weird. So basically what I do is go into the adjust for best performance and just tick on show thumbnails instead of icons and smooth edges of screen fonts. It literally looks like there's no difference whatsoever, but it's going to reduce the appearance of the little thing that can give you a slight performance increase. Go ahead and apply that. All right, next thing, we're just going to be disabling some services. You guys can just go ahead and search up services, click enter. Okay, so the first thing is these two Bluetooth services right here. If you guys don't use Bluetooth, you guys can go ahead and disable that, because Bluetooth does cause a little bit of delay and latency. So you guys can go ahead and just right click these two and click stop if you don't use any Bluetooth services. Now scroll down until you guys find dialog blocking services, right click into its properties, and you guys want to make sure the startup is disabled for that. Keep scrolling and you guys should be seeing like either like your mouse softwares or your keyboard softwares, and some of these actually start up automatically whenever you open up your PC. You guys can just go into its properties and disable it from starting up. You guys can do that for all the services. It's definitely really unnecessary for all these stuff to be running in the background. Scroll down until you guys find system main. Shown this many times on my channel before, but definitely you guys should disable it. You guys can scroll down into user experience virtualization services. Make sure to have that as well disabled. And then you guys should be finding Windows search, which is right here. Make sure to have that on disabled. And then there's a bunch of Xbox stuff that you should be disabling if you're not using Xbox. You guys can go ahead and just disable all those from starting up. And once that is set, you should be good for the services. All right, so next thing, I'm just going to run through like the NVIDIA control panel settings. Since these definitely help with higher performance, you guys can adjust the quality of your game. Now in your 3D setting, I have it on like the default settings. So I'm just going to show you guys what to turn off and what to turn on. So anti-stropic filtering, you guys want to make sure that is off. Gamma correction, make sure that is off. And for its mode, you guys want to make sure that is off as well. Now go into the DSR factors, make sure that is off. Now for low latency mode, I definitely suggest you guys just trial and error it. Go into a game, see if off is better. If not, you guys can keep that thing on. But for me personally, I keep it on. Now down in the OpenGL options, you want to make sure to both have it on auto, which should be the default setting. And then power management mode, obviously you guys want to make sure to have it on prefer maximum performance. Texture filtering, you guys want to make sure to have that on. And then for the trilinear optimization, you guys want to make sure to have that on. Threaded optimization, make sure to have that off, and we should be good to go. You guys can just go ahead and press apply. Now you guys also want to make sure to have use my advanced 3D settings option. I used to use just the performance preset, but using a custom 3D image setting is definitely a lot better for your performance since it's more thoroughly optimized. So next thing we're going to be using is the Ultimate Windows Tweaker, which has over 200 tweaks for your Windows PC. I will leave this linked in the description once again. So you guys want to basically download the Ultimate Windows Tweaker. I'll leave both the Windows 10 and Windows 11, but for me, I use a Windows 10. So I'm gonna go ahead and download the Windows 10 version. They are practically the same, so there should be no big difference. Now once you have this thing open, go into performance, and you guys want to make sure to drag all these into the 1000 just so everything is quick and responsive. And next you want to check all of these tweaks over here. They're all like disabling different services, different Windows settings that basically just improve responsiveness and improve performance. Now go ahead and press apply the tweaks. Should be good. Now in the security and privacy, we're basically just going to turn off user tracking and disabling our OneDrive. Once again, just apply the tweaks. Now at the top in the privacy tab, make sure to check all these tweaks over here. You guys can read through these, and some things you might actually want to keep. For me, like Cortana, but other than that, all these stuff are definitely really useless. You guys could keep like disable app access to camera, but other than that, you should be good. So go ahead and apply those tweaks, and from there you should be set with the Windows Tweaker. All right, so once you guys applied all these tweaks, make sure to restart your PC since this will allow it to fully function. If you guys want to revert some of these tweaks, you guys can go ahead and revert those, but all these tweaks should be able to help you boost your performance. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.